Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. We were discussing and some Indian intellectuals and non-intellectuals, the so-called progressives, rationalists and atheists are discussing or criticizing or blaming some people who want to claim that in India there were science and technology and the concept of aeroplane, the concept of plastic surgery, these type of modern scientific knowledge existed in ancient India. Those knowledge can be easily derived from the Puranas or Itihasas. Remember that Puranas have got an ultimate aim. They convey the stories, the experiences of the players and the messages of the characters in the Puranas with an ultimate aim of changing the mind of the people. Many of these stories, many of these experiences and many of the messages given in the Puranas can be used as learning material even for the most modern management. However, they cannot be utilized as the proof of the science and technology, which are entirely different from the management messages and management stories. Science means solid proof is needed. Without a solid proof, taking something from the stories and telling that these are all the science, ultimately the blame will be going to the Indian heritage and also those who would like to really propagate the true scientific heritage of India. Unfortunately, so-called pseudo-intellectuals of India, they create the problem in saying that everything in the Puranas are science. The Nagastra, the Agneyastra, the Vimana, these are all atom bomb, the poisonous weapons and the aeroplanes. These explanations, the moment it comes to the public, there is no proof that such an equipment existed and they are all part of the stories. And they say that Ganesha has got a human body and an elephant head. Just to think the diameter of the human neck will never align with the diameter of the elephant's neck, telling that the human neck and the elephant's head got plastic surgery done to create Ganesha. And Ganesha itself is a concept. It's not a human being, just like I or you. It's only part of a story and a concept. Ganesha did not live in this world at all, and he was not a human being at all. And elephant's head cannot be stitched with a human body because even the diameter will not get aligned with. Similarly, another story tells that Mahavishnu's head got removed and in that place horse head got fixed. This is the part of the story. In any story, anyone can make anything. You just see the story of an Asura or a Rakshasa. The Rakshasa could not be killed by anybody, and they investigated why the Rakshasa, the demon, could not be killed. At that time, they came to know that the life, the Jivatma of the Rakshasa is kept on a small bird inside the Raksasa's palace. Unless and until that bird is killed, this Rakshasa cannot be killed. This is the part of a story. Remember that my soul, my life force, my Jivatma cannot be stored in the bird somewhere else. But if somebody started justifying the story, then what will happen, you know? Many false claims are made by the so-called pseudo-scientists who are patriots and who are nationalists. Whether they are people like our ministers, even Sri Narendra Modi said like that, the human body got stitched with the elephant's head. As a story it is all right, but it cannot even be accepted as a concept. It cannot be even accepted as a concept or a belief or a clue for anything modern surgery, because the minimum point that these two will not be aligning. Under such a situation, if a boy started screaming, crying, shouting that a tiger is attacking me, a tiger is attacking me, a tiger is attacking me, people will come and ask, where is the tiger? At that time, if this boy started laughing and shouting and making fun of these people, what will happen? If this boy repeatedly tells that the tiger is coming and tiger is coming, when the true tiger comes, people will not come. So when we are falsely claim that all the Puranas and Itihasas have got the science and technology, then the problem comes when somebody explains the true science and technology, people will ignore it. Who is responsible for that? This boy is responsible for making fun of other people. And exactly like that, the patriotic, nationalistic pseudo-scientist who is justifying everything existed in India creates the problem for even the true scientific heritage of India. A true scientist cannot say that we have got in India the scientific heritage. As I told yesterday, gravity has been explained here. Diameter of earth has been explained by Aryabhatta. Rotation of earth has been explained by Aryabhatta. When I say that one, the moment people will think that one, these are all part of Puranas. Aryabhatta is not part of Purana. Bhaskaracharya, Siddhanta Shiromani is not part of Purana. It's a pure mathematical books. Leelavati having so many progressions, having so many first order, second order, third order, polygonal equations, they are pure mathematics, nothing to do with the Puranas, nothing to do with the religion, nothing to do with the spirituality. But people will not believe that, because a false notion has been created that some of the Hindus and some of the people who respect Indian heritage, they started propagating, they are propagating that everything exists in Puranas. So Puranas are different. They are mythological stories. The Puranas may be telling that when there was a horse which can run at the speed of sun. Remember that it cannot run at the speed of a sun. It's just a part of the story. It cannot be justified at all. And if somebody is telling that Prithu Chakravarti, Emperor Prithu, could rotate the earth at the speed of sun, is simply impossible. Simply impossible. So if somebody starts justifying the Prithu Chakravartis or Prithu Emperors, this part explained in a story, then many other scientific facts will get covered with the wrong story based explanation. So Kardama Maharshi had an aeroplane. That is what Mahabhagavata explained. The concept of an aeroplane is not given in Bhagavata. Then why should one claim that Vimana existed here? And the true scientific and technological heritage of India are available in thousands and thousands of literature, both written in Sanskrit or translated into Hindi or English. Anyone can go through that one and they quote specifically from that in Sanskrit or connected literature, and inform the world in a simple, polite way that this is the true Indian heritage. Even if one can explain 10 theorems, or Vargair Yujamba, Dvigunair Nirekair Vargi, Kritair Varjida Yukma Vargaihi, Vyasam Chashadakinam Vibajet Balam Swam, Vyasayatrinigni Paridistadasyad, Girigaristriyam, Vyasad Manasangudi.dat, Pratagaptam, Tri Adi, Ayuk Vimulaganaihi, Vyasayatrinigni, Kramashaha Swamranam Gritwabi Parididani Yugu. This is Leibniz's theorem. Chaba Chatathat, Baladopi Tadvat, Chaba Hadatvyadi Hadatrimurvya. Labdhani Yukmani Balanya Dodas Chabada Yukmani Chavistararda Vinyasya Jopatyuparitya Jed Tachesha Upuja Kodi Kuna Upaveta. This is the first theorem not claimed by anybody, but it gives you sin theta, cos theta, tan theta connected with an arc of a circle. And you know, Chaturadhikam Chadamashtagunam Dvashashtistada Sahasranam Ayudadvaya Vishkambasya Asanno Savritta Parinaha. The nearest value of pi is given like that. Anulomagatir Naustaha Pashyadi Achalam Bilomagam Yadda Achalani Bhani Dattat Samapashimagani Lengayam. When a boat is moving towards one direction, the pupil standing on that boat will be seeing that the immovable trees and other structures are going back. Just like that, the earth moves towards east, so the celestial bodies appear to move towards west. So nicely it is given, Udayo yo Lengaya, when the sun rises in Lenga, Saha Astamayo Savitileva Siddhavure, the same sun sets in Gautimala, Madhyano va Yavagotya in Korea. It will be known at that time, Romagavishaye Ardharatram Syad. In Rome, it will be midnight. This is what is given in Aryabhatiya, written during AD 499. Remember, 1000 years before Sir Isaac Newton, before Galileo, before Magellan, or before Copernicus, 1000 years prior to that, these messages are given in pure scientific books. Pure scientific book, nothing to do with mythology. If we start telling the true science, people will not believe. Why? Some other people, the pseudo-Indian heritage respecting scientists, they have created such an impression that these people are all quoting from Puranas. So remember that. Tell the true science. We will be explaining that to you tomorrow also. My pranams to you. Thanks a lot.